can see me. Hey, Facebook Live. How's it going today? It's 555. That's interesting. I'm into angel numbers for some reason. So, how's everybody doing today? This is another episode of Daily Motivation, 365 days of consistency, doing the same things over and over again until they become habit. And life is about habits. Your success comes from your habits. What you do every day is producing and creating and unfolding something for your very life. So it's always good to pay attention to your habits. I'm going to sit back so I'm not all up in the camera. All right. So today, and before I start, I want to give a quick shout out to, if I butchered your name, I am so sorry. Ayaba, who just purchased one of my Write to Grow Rich planners, daily planners for a writing schedule to keep you on track and keep you on point in your writing in your new book. And I gave her a quick discount because she asked about it because it's not even out yet. So appreciate that. And yes, so daily motivation, 365 days of consistency. I was listening to a motivational mix this morning, and they had Les Brown on there, and he had a quote. He said, "If you ever have a choice between your heart and your mind, follow your heart." Oh, send me one. Hey, Miriam. She actually purchased one. They're for purchase. They're really actually $30 plus shipping, but I gave it to her for $15. If you want one for 15 as well, since you were one of the first ones to ask about it, please just send me inbox me, and I'll send you one as well. It's really neat. It has tons and tons of room in there, and it keeps you on track, on schedule, and you have an author mantra. I help you write an author mantra, which is something that you read every day to help you stay on focus, on track. It's repetition. Repetition is the father of learning. Repetition is what reaches your subconscious mind. As you repeat, and be consistent, that's when things start to manifest because you got it deep into your subconscious mind. But that's a whole nother topic. So, Miriam, thank you for inquiring about that. But again, I was listening to Les Brown, and he said, if you ever have the choice between your heart and your mind, follow your heart. And that always touched me because we always have that dilemma between our heart and our minds. Our heart says one thing about us. Our heart beats strong about our resolve of who we are or what we can do. And our heart is just full of love. It believes and knows we're capable of great things. But it's our head that comes with the analytics, the reference points, that, well, nobody else in my family has done this, or nobody else I've known has done this, or people from our community or from our neighborhood can't do these certain things. I remember I used to think that way so much. And it wasn't until I got older that I started listening to my heart that things actually started to manifest for me. And I just started being happier because my decisions weren't just based on analytics. It wasn't based on guarantees. It wasn't based on, okay, if I do these certain steps, I'm guaranteed something. I've tried that. The reason I went to college and started a career in engineering because that was the game. I was always trying to win. And that was the game at the time to say, if you get an education, if you have a career, you have a 401k and a picket fence and a white home, you're doing good. And life is going to be great for you. And everything's just going to be happy ever after. But life doesn't work that way. I truly believe we're all born with a purpose, born with a mission, born with something to create and produce. And that's our reason for living, our reason for being here. And yes, we have employers as we get jobs, but you have work to do from the number one employer. You are already employed by the number one employer, which is the Almighty, the Brahman, the Godhead, the universe, the cosmos. You're here for a reason. And that purpose beats through your heart. You know when you're with something that you're doing and you're like, wow, my heart is filled with joy, man. I love doing this. and you start doing things from your heart. Versus when you start doing things from your head, you're always trying to figure something out. You're always trying to strategize. You're always trying to manipulate. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. And you keep having to shift and shift your strategies, where when it's from your heart, you know what to do every single time, because it's not something for strategy. It's not something that you read in a book. It's something that's in you that you have to let out. The reason I wrote Write to Grow Rich, because I knew there was many people with books in them that had to come out. It has to come out, but they just don't know how. And I want to help them come out. Yes, Wilkins, a purpose, a mission. I truly believe you have a mission, a purpose, a reason for being, a reason for breathing air on this planet. And for us to be successful in anything that we do, we have to follow through with that mission. And we become unsuccessful when our decisions are made solely on security, financial, what other people, keeping up with the Joneses, what other people validate. That's not the reason you're here. The reason you're here is to complete your mission here on planet Earth. And that beats through your heart. So I ask, and I try to do this for myself, even when I do scary things that are risky things that scare me. When I left the engineering industry, it was scary, but I did it because my heart said to do it. My heart said, Rich, you are meant to do more than just sit behind a desk, taking orders, drafting, doing paperwork, getting yelled at by subcontractors and yelling at subcontractors. It was more than that. And I used to stare at the window, looking outside, and I used to see birds just fly by my window thinking, I'm still supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be free like this bird. I'm not supposed to be caged in this place. I'm supposed to be free. And every decision I made since I was about 14 years old was in my head. But once I reached 25, I started making decisions from my heart. And that's when life truly changed for me. So I ask anyone that's listening to this, please like, please share, please comment, send this to your people. But let them know that for us to be successful, we have to listen to our heart. We have to follow our heart's desire. Because that desire, it was in The Alchemist that said, when you really want something, it's because that desire resided in the soul of the universe. It is your mission on earth. And if you can tap into your true desires, that's when things start to manifest for you. That's when people start to call you out of the blue. That's when people start to show you love. That's when people start coming out of the woodwork to ask you about things that you don't even have ready yet. That's when things just start happening in your life, because you're not just being guided by your head. You're being guided by the universe in your heart. Again, this is Rich Fontaine. Either you can believe me or agree with me or not agree with me. But either way, I feel this was a successful conversation. Our heart beats the pounding and the rhythm of the universe. If you could follow that, you'll follow your true north, your compass. That is your compass to let you know where you're supposed to do and where you're supposed to go. So if you're ever confused, listen to your heart. Hey, I love all you, Wilkins. I appreciate it. Miriam, I'm working on a book right now. Yeah, check out, I have actually on Amazon and Audible right now, Write to Grow Rich. I give you all the steps, exactly how to write the book, have a schedule, set up a blurb, a cover, how to get an editor, how to market, how to research, how to put your book together in easy ways that we about to have 7 books out this year. Just because of this strategy. It's very simple, very easy to use. Check out the book. And yeah, if you're interested in the planner, this is to keep you on track. There is no book without a writing schedule. I try to tell people this all the time, that your writing has to be scheduled. Like your workouts have to be scheduled. Your eating habits have to be scheduled. And it's not rigid. You're creating it through your own schedule, but you set up a time frame for this specific thing. That's how you accomplish it. Consistency. Bit by bit, consistency. Like Will Smith said, you don't build a wall, you lay a brick at a time. One brick at a time, one paragraph at a time, one sentence at a time. And before you know it, you have a wall. Or for you, you have a book. Well, Miriam, I thank you. Wilkins, I thank you. Greg, I thank you. And anyone else that had a chance to watch this, I appreciate your time. Like the great Jay-Z said, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me, and I appreciate it. I love all you. Have a blessed day. Stay safe. Stay well. Use your time wisely. Namaste.